Throughout this volume, we have traveled through the body, not as doctors, not as surgeons, not as specialists, but as observers, students of the organism. We began beneath thought. We explored breath, pressure, the lungs, the heart, the kidneys, the rivers of circulation, the webs of fascia, the nervous system, the vagus nerve, development, memory, recovery, genes, environment. Again and again, different systems revealed the same lesson. Life is not static. Life is adaptive. The organism is adaptive, and perhaps that is the most important thing to understand about being human. You are not a finished object. You are not a completed machine. You are not a fixed identity moving through an unchanging world. You are a living process, a dynamic relationship, an ongoing conversation between body, environment, experience, and time. The body understands this intuitively. Every day it adapts. Every day it responds. Every day it learns, even when you are unaware of it. A cut heals, a muscle strengthens, a memory forms, a habit develops, a nervous system updates. The organism continues its work, quietly, faithfully, moment by moment. Most of the time, we only notice adaptation when it becomes obvious. A child becomes an adult. A wound becomes a scar. A beginner becomes skilled. A challenge becomes familiar. Yet, beneath these visible changes, adaptation has been occurring continuously. Tiny adjustments, small corrections, subtle responses accumulating across time. The remarkable thing is that adaptation is not merely biological. It is experiential. The body learns. The nervous system learns. The person learns. Every experience leaves traces. Every environment leaves traces. Every relationship leaves traces. The organism is constantly gathering information about how to meet the world. Sometimes those adaptations serve us beautifully. Sometimes they become limiting. Sometimes they need updating. Sometimes they need releasing. But all of them began for a reason. All of them emerged from the same fundamental process. An organism attempting to navigate reality, attempting to survive, attempting to belong, attempting to live. This understanding invites a different relationship with ourselves, a gentler relationship, a more curious relationship. Because many of the things we criticize in ourselves were once solutions. Many of the habits we judge were once adaptations. Many of the reactions we dislike were once attempts to protect. The body was learning. The organism was responding. The system was doing what living systems do, and perhaps that deserves a little compassion. Not because every adaptation should remain, not because every pattern should continue, but because understanding often creates more change than judgment ever could. The body is not our enemy. The body is not an obstacle standing between us and life. The body is participating in life, even when its strategies become outdated, even when its predictions become inaccurate, even when its adaptations no longer fit the present moment. The intention remains the same: to navigate reality, to preserve life, to create possibility. This is one reason awareness matters so much. Awareness allows us to participate consciously in a process that has been occurring automatically all along. We begin noticing, we begin observing, we begin understanding, and through understanding, new choices become available. The organism remains adaptive. The story remains unfinished. This may be one of the most hopeful truths in all of biology. You are not required to become the person you were yesterday. You are not required to repeat every pattern you inherited. You are not required to remain exactly as you are. The body remains capable of learning. The nervous system remains capable of learning. Life remains capable of learning. Again and again, across a lifetime. Not infinitely, not magically, but remarkably. The future is influenced by the past, yet it is not completely determined by it. Adaptation continues. Growth continues. Learning continues. Life continues. And perhaps this brings us back to where we began. The body beneath thought. The organism beneath identity. The living system beneath the stories we tell ourselves. A system breathing, listening, adjusting, responding, adapting, every moment of every day. Long before we notice, long after we forget, the body continues. The organism continues. Life continues. Perhaps wisdom is not found in controlling every process. Perhaps wisdom is found in learning to work with them, to understand them, to respect them, to participate in them consciously, to recognize that beneath every experience, a living organism is doing its best to meet reality. And it has been doing so since the very beginning. This volume has explored anatomy, physiology, development, regulation, adaptation. Yet beneath all of those topics lies a single invitation: to become familiar with the organism, to become curious about the body, to recognize that biology is not separate from experience. Biology is part of experience. The body is not separate from life. The body is participating in life. And perhaps the more deeply we understand that, the more deeply we begin to understand ourselves. Not as machines, not as problems to solve, but as living systems. Complex, adaptive, remarkable, and forever in conversation with the world around us. The organism is always adapting. It always has been. It always will be. Somalum. The organism is always adapting. And perhaps understanding that is where wisdom begins.